So, if you fly a flight simulator, any flight simulator, that requires a crew, here are some video clips I recorded with MCE. And remember, you're not restricted to fixed flow. You are free to alter, amend or add those that are provided for you. With MCE, you take control, it's your aircraft. So here's a compilation of some movie clips demonstrating a fraction of what's possible.
So in this video, I'd like to demonstrate the different voices that we can use in Multi-Crew Experience. I have Bill installed. He's American, with Den, the mechanic, very Swedish, and Jessica, our personal flight attendant. If we take a look at the change, we can see that I have 8 voices installed. Bill, just mentioned, Clive, who is British, Dieter, German, Jean-Claude is French, Lorna is English, Stuart is English, Trav is American, and William is from the Antipodes. You can also use TTS voices just by selecting those. Microsoft Anna currently selected. Any voice that you have installed, any TTS voice can be used. Well, Jess, introduce to Leah with Multi-Crew Experience, please.
Hello and calling all Learjet pilots. Now you finally have a fully qualified co-pilot for your aircraft. Multi-Crew Experience has fully configured this aircraft to run with a first officer. You can have me, or any Microsoft TTS compatible voice. Or you can have any of the Multi-Crew Experience pilots that come built in with the program. Remember, I am not just a pretty face who can operate every switch in this aircraft. If you want to do your own flows and checklists, then MCE is the perfect tool for your flight simulation needs. Oh, and don't forget, for one payment you get 38 supported aircraft. You also get all upgrades free. Did I mention that any required support is directly with the programmer? So let's fly properly. The Learjet requires a co-pilot by law, so don't fly this lovely aircraft alone, and lose your license. Come on chaps, let's go fly.
On Sky Vector, this movie will feature the full flight from Eagle County to Aspen. It's a short flight demonstrating takeoff, climb to cruise, descent and landing. The Learjet as a 1970s aircraft is extremely labour intensive. Things will happen on the flight rapidly, and I hope you can see the advantage of having a co-pilot who can operate your flows effectively.
Hi Captain, at your service Captain.
Mechanic requests refueling.
Refueling.
What fuel quantity would you like to be loaded?
25%. 25%.
The refueling is in progress right now.
Very short video on 3 examples of refueling using MCE and GSX. Request refueling.
I'm Dieter, your ramp ally. Dieter. You only need to ask. Charlie, Charlie, it's Dieter here.
Any assistance required?
It's time to refueling.
Hi, Captain! Yes, Captain. I thought you needed some.
Refueling.
What is the actual fuel quantity required in...
5 tons. 5 tons.
What was that again? Got that 5.0 tons of fuel.
Affirmative. All aircraft systems are modelled. You have a crew of 3, a first officer and a flight engineer. So to fly the simulation accurately, there needs to be a way of adding a first officer and a flight engineer. We now have that capability by using MCE multi-crew experience. The first officer and flight engineer will perform their duties, following procedures or flows which accord to real-world practices taken directly from the flight manuals. So simply put, this aircraft offers a greater simulation challenge. You'll find your work rates are much higher than a similar sized modern aircraft. Additionally, you'll find lots of extra features in this aircraft, such as a fully modelled cabin, which just adds to the simulation. The air stairs feature is fully modelled, which was an interesting and unique feature of this aircraft. The 727 was designed for smaller airports, so independence from ground facilities was an important requirement. Another innovation for the time was an APU, which allowed electrical and air conditioning to run independent of a ground-based supply. So that's the introductions. Let's go fly. Before start flow.
Okay, preparing for engine start. APU
Ladies and
on.
gentlemen, welcome on board this Boeing
APU
777.
active
We
now.
remind
Cabin
you that
crew
your luggage should
closed
be
all
placed in the
doors.
overhead compartments. In the interest of safety, heavy bags or bottles must be placed underneath the seat in front of you.
Let's check. Hold on.
Yes, go ahead please.
Captain, doors are closed and armed
Haven't got
and the
a
cabin is
reply
ready for
from
taxi.
you.
That's great, thank you very much. We'll start the engines
Essential
and
A,
then you
bus
can
set
give the
as
passengers
required.
their
Beacon
taxi
lights
safety information.
switched on. No smoking sign. Selected on. Fasten seat belt signs. Switched on. Continuous ignition. Selected on.
Fuel shut off. Engine 1 on. Fuel shut off. Engine 2 on. Fuel shut off. Engine 3 on. All fuel pump. On. Air conditioning pack. All selected off. APU bleed air on.
Auxiliary fuel pump switched on.
Brake connect.
Ladies and
Utility
gentlemen, we
bus
do have
deactivated.
allocated
Ready for
departure time to
engine
meet.
start.
Off
Please
bus bay
locate and
command.
take your seats as quickly as possible, as failure to meet our departure time could incur a delay. Thank you.
Hold vessel.
Board. Passenger.
Complete flight demonstrating the MCE flows, many of which I've altered and added to, attempting to adhere to real-world flows as far as possible. If anybody's interested and wants to use the flows, they'll be on the AFSIM library website shortly. MCE empowers you, the captain, with the creativity to add, alter or amend these flows, either based on your own personal experience, skills and education, or simply how you intend to fly the aircraft. With MCE you are the captain. How you choose to create the flows, or which ones you use, is your decision. Remember, your first officer and flight engineer are fully working crew members in the MCE cockpit of this working triple-crewed aircraft. Cockpit preparation 1 please.
Preliminary cockpit preparation. Parking brake set.
My name's Jane. Jane. Okay, will do.
Jane commence boarding.
Susie, it's Jane here.
Go ahead.
Yes, Captain. I will get them to start boarding.
Battery turned on.
Very excited.
Ground flight deck.
Okay, we'll send the Jews in a minute. Yep, Captain, what can I do for you? Captain, I will check that. The requested ground power unit is available and connected.
Ground power unit connected. Essential AC bus set as required. DC voltmeter set.
We'll come up with the answer in a minute.
Yes, mode is set to align wing anti-ice. Switched off.
Ground start switch off.
No smoke light. Switched on. Fasten seatbelt signs. Switched on. Emergency lights. Selected off.
Time for me to leave.
Valve left reserve tank close. Valve left tank close. Valve right tank close. Valve right reserve tank close. Fuel heaters off. Hydraulic shut off. Engine 2 on. Hydraulic shut off. Engine 3 on.
Parking brake set. Hydraulic engine 2 switched on. Pump available now. Hydraulic engine 3 on. Pump selected on. hydraulic, rudder, and spoilers on, pump, arm, hydraulic, rudder, switched on, pump, activated. Hydraulic transfer is set to off.
Electronic bay cooling set to normal. Pressurization mode selector, automatic Gasper fan on. Closing fuel dump.
Surface engaged. Cockpit
Ladies and
preparation
gentlemen, welcome
done.
on board this Boeing 707. I remind you that your hand luggage should be placed in the overhead compartments. In the interest of safety, heavy bags or bottles must be placed underneath the seat in front of you, and all aisles and exits must be kept clear. If you do need any assistance, the cabin crew will be pleased to help. Thank you.
Cockpit preparation 2, please.
Cockpit preparation
4.
2.
Start checklist. Cockpit preparation.
Complete.
Complete.
Complete oxygen.
100%.
Emergency flaps.
Off.
Mach airspeed warning.
Checked.
Anti-skid.
On.
Rudder switches.
On.
Now set. Emergency lights.
Armed.
No smoking sign.
On.
On. No smoking signs. On.
Now set. Seat belt sign.
On.
On.
INS.
Checked and set.
Checked and set.
Mode.
Sorry.
Full engine start, please.
Okay. Start up flow. Avionics switched off. Avionics number 2 off. Fuel all fuel pumps. Turned on. Start master select left ground. Starting engine number 1.
Bravo 9 at Alpha. It's been a 762, runway 1900, Charlie 9, Bravo 9 and Alpha.
Start valve open. Engine 1 and 2. Fuel flow. Engine 1.
I just request a taxi. Whiskey Bravo, that's Quebec, is it?
Quebec, I
Pushback.
Check, do text pad is inactive.
How are you doing, boss? At your service, Captain.
Okay, there you go.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
As soon as I disconnect, we'll give a hand signal. Have a nice trip, boss.
Locking gear.
Item 2.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Release parking brake.
Perhaps you could confirm this.
Yes.
Parking brake on. Cap.
Commencing
Thanks.
push.
Parking brake
All engines clear.
released.
Start at will.
Start both, please.
Starting both. Engine. Start switch.
Okay, starting
2 on. Engine. The starter. 1 on. Opening. Fuel arrangement. 2. Opening. Fuel arrangement. 1. Engine. Start switch. 2 off. Engine. Starter. 1 off. Both engines running normal indication.
After start flow.
After start flow, ICOS recall has been pressed. A PU switched off. A PU air bleed switched off. Isolation valve left switched on. Isolation valve right switched on. Turn off lights. Turned on. Taxi lights switched on. Setting. Take off flaps. Flaps 1 selected. Lights set to on. ICOS recall pressed. Trim air control on. Turned on. Confirm set. Parking brake is required now. Taxi flow now complete.
Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Confirmation for good engine
Well, forget that.
instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on board this aircraft.
Start is good.
Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions.
Thanks for your help.
Information signs and posted placards. Marked with exit signs.
Unlocking gear.
Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest
Tow truck disconnected.
and
Bypass
note that
pin
the
removed.
nearest exit may be behind you.
EEC2, normal. Fuel, all fuel pumps enabled. Fuel balance off. Wing anti-ice or tow. Engine anti-ice, 1 or tow. Engine anti-ice or tow. Beacon lights, on. Navigation lights, selected, on. Logo lights, turned on. Wing lights, switched on. Turn off lights, switched off. Taxi lights, selected, off. Forward, setting equipment cooling to, or tow. Aft, setting equipment cooling to, or tow. Recirculating fan 1, on. Recirculating fan 2, selected, on. Left air compact, switched on. Right air compact, on. Ventilation on. Forward outflow valve 2, auto. Aft outflow valve 2, auto. Both flight director activated. Auto throttle armed. Alternate gear selector normal.